everyone.
Hello.
What is up?
Hey, so first off, sorry we haven't had a Banjo episode in a while. Mostly because we've been really busy with other stuff.
But also, fuck it, it's worth it because fucking Grant Kirkhope is here.
He's here. The old bastard's here. Here he is. Yes. Yes, drag him in. He'll talk about Banjo-Kazooie. That's right. Yeah. Any old time.
Thank you for coming, Greg. We really appreciate this.
I'm glad to be asked. It's nice to be dragged out of the cobwebs occasionally.
There you go.
So, Grant, first and foremost, how are you?
I'm good. How are you? I'm very well. How are you, Alex?
I'm killing it. I'm feeling great back here, man.
We're all jolly.
Yeah, we're in a great mood.
So Grant, today our goal is to defeat Grunty. That's our first goal.
First of all, we crushed the entire game. Yeah. 900 notes, 100 jiggies. We're done.
As proof, I will show you. We are all squared away. Yeah, we got everything all done. Spiral Mountain.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're having a great old time.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I let you off. Admirable attempt so far. Of course, Grunty to go, you know.
Yeah.
And we all know how John failed, so let's hopefully.
I will carry the cross for
Let's
John.
hope you guys can do it without cheating.
Yeah.
Now, what consists of cheating? Is it using Cheetos power-ups and stuff?
It's just like using like cheat codes to get into the halfway through the thing without actually doing it.
Oh, I see.
Like Mr. Tron did. Yes.
Mr. Tron.
Disgraceful attempt.
Mr. Tron.
Happy birthday, John.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, so we're gonna defeat Grunty, we're gonna watch the credits obviously, and then I think we're gonna also play a little bit of Banjo-Tooie.
Oh.
Just a little basic area. I am
AKA Banjo-Kazooie hardcore.
That too right, yes.
Yeah,
Bigger and better.
I am very unversed with Banjo-Tooie. It's like my least familiar of the two.
I must admit, I haven't played that for I can't remember when I played it last. That's such a long time ago.
Yeah.
Well, I've done this a bit, but I had that thing where my son, I told you where my son, by some weird thing, he'd managed to wipe out. I think my daughter went on the machine and wiped out his game.
Oh,
and
no.
So I promised that I'd go to the UK and I was staying here because I had to work. And I said, look, Max, I said, I'll get you back all your jiggies that you've had by the time you come back. And I thought, this is going to be easy, right? Fucking hell, it took me absolutely ages. I was sat every night for 2 weeks playing that bloody game, trying to get the bloody jiggies. Going, oh my God, I wish I never agreed to do this.
At least you didn't promise.
You do it?
I did it. I'd be like, Chewie, I've got no chance, but I managed to get everything back. I think he had 60 or something at the time. But it took me a solid 2 weeks of night time playing. I just couldn't believe I agreed to do it.
At least you didn't promise to complete an entire game every single week from now until the end of time.
Yeah, what kind of idiot says that? I mean,
I have no...
Who's that kind of fool that says that thing?
I was gonna say, hey, if you want me to come to your house, Grant, I'll do Tooie for you and your
believe
son.
it, next time that's what I'm going to do. Don't worry, I'm not doing it.
Just call me, I got you.
This is the audition.
Yeah.
He actually wasn't gonna come, but then he was like, I don't want to do that shit again.
I know. It took me forever to do that. I think I got to where did I get to? It was really hard, maybe a Mods Mansion, something like that. And it was so difficult. I just thought, oh Christ, this is so hard. Why did I agree to do it? And he was in the UK going, Daddy, have you finished yet? I was like, yes, nearly finished,
Definitely,
son.
so easy.
It was dreadful stuff. Yeah. God.
So Grant, we can just start asking questions, I guess. What is your favorite aspect, whether you worked on it or it was something you ended up walking away loving about Banjo? What was your favorite thing about this game?
Well, I guess I like the fact that it was my first game by myself. I got to do this game in its entirety, all the sound effects, all the music. So before I'd done GoldenEye, I'd shared that with Graham Norgate.
Yeah.
So this was my first project by myself. But writing that kind of quirky music that I did, and not knowing if people would like it or not, all that kind of umpire thing that I did. I was just trying to write something that wasn't Mario, because Mario was a game where we try to beat Mario 64.
Right.
Yeah. And that's got that kind of.
That's not a easy task.
No, that's a fantastic game. It came out and it got 10 out of 10 everywhere.
Yeah.
It had that classic Nintendo sort of poppy jazzy style to it. And I just thought, I can't do that because one, I can't write it, and two, they're brilliant at it. Why should I try to do it? So I had to try and find something that sounded a bit different. So I had no idea what to do. I just thought, let's try this one-part thing, and it just turned out all right. I had no idea it would last this long, for God's sake.
I can't believe that's your first success story is fucking Banjo-Kazooie. This was my first thing on my own, and I made probably the most currently still loved collect-a-thon platformer ever.
Well,
that's crazy.
But the thing is, at the time, you don't know, do you? You just kind of go, I'll just do my best. I would have been it rare a year probably.
Did you ever have a moment back then where you were like, fuck, This is pretty good.
But you sort of you have to play it through a million times, right, to test it, because no one tests for the audio except the audio guys.
Right.
And so you get sick of doing it. Like you guys get sick of playing games. I'm sure. Like sometimes you go through, oh my god, I can't go any longer.
When it gets so drawn out, I think is the thing that always gets us tired.
Yeah.
It's like, I would never mind playing through any game, that we play on Super Beard Bros, but like, over the course of like 9 weeks of us just like playing an hour of it every once in a while, it's just like, ugh.
Yeah. No, I think that, it was a really nice, complete thing, and it felt really solid. It had a nice, warm feel to it. And I was so proud of the music at the time, thinking I was so happy what I did, but I didn't know anyone would like it that much. So it was just one of those things that you just kind of do and hope for the best,
Do you ever think that in like 2015, 2016, you'd be like on YouTube with like fans like doing guitar solos to your music?
No, honestly, absolutely not. I never for one minute thought that. Like, I mean, I keep saying it's bizarre that, what is it, it's 18 years later that people are still talking about it? Like,
like paying money out of their pocket to like make a new one.
It is really weird, all that stuff, and you just don't think about it. I think games might have a 6-month lifetime, maybe if you're lucky,
right,
to kind of get this many years out of it, is bizarre. I just wish I owned this bloody soundtracks. I don't own it, so I can't get any money out of it. So unfortunately, Microsoft get it all, I get nothing. That's my one regret.
So Microsoft makes all the money off the soundtrack?
Yeah. If they were to sell it and they don't sell it, I mean, I have actually just talked to Craig Duncan at Rare to say, look, why don't you just release the Banjo-Kazooie soundtrack digitally anywhere, somewhere on Pandora or anywhere?
Put it on vinyl.
Yes, I can give you all the files, because I did that thing on Bandcamp with the Banjo-Kazooie in the kitchen sink, which contains every single file from the game, all the pickups, the whole lot. But it was suggested that I took it down, shall we say?
Yeah, really.
So I had to take it down
very politely. I hope.
So it was like, we think perhaps that's not the best idea, Mr. Kirkhope. So that was that was removed.
It's like a large Russian man who appeared at 6 p.m. while you're having dinner
with a large gun. And a bit of paper with a large writing saying, "We will sue your ass," at some point. So that was a bit annoying, but because I get asked for that soundtrack a ton of times, right? And I was just trying to let people have it for free. I wasn't charging any money for it. I was just like, I just want people to have it, And I just thought if I put the whole lot on, like every channel fade, every pickup, everything.
It's not quite the same as like a commercial release.
Yeah, and it was like 180 files. It was a load of stuff,
Yeah.
So I said to Craig Duncan, I said, why don't we? And he said he'd look into it, so God knows. But I mean, I just think they could put it on anywhere, Pandora or anywhere, or one of these things.
It would do
Spotify.
fine. Yeah, it would do great on there.
I said, you get some money out of it. I'll get nothing. But you might get some money out of it.
Yeah.
Grant, what if? You know how you talked about this a while ago when I first met you about how like people make money off the music that you created.
Yeah, that's right.
What if you just did a cover of your own music?
You know what? I really have thought about. I keep thinking, I've got to make some money somehow, for God's sake. Christ almighty, I spent all these bloody years. I have thought about.
Just go down to the swamp somewhere.
Yeah, remix. I'm like,
pull
do
some
remixes.
real good guys out. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought remix the whole Banjo-Kazooie album. I thought about doing it and just doing it all over again. But I've just never had the time to do it. So I keep thinking, when I finally get no more work and everybody hates me, which I'm sure is coming soon. Maybe I can make any cashes by redoing the Banjo-Kazooie soundtrack. So I've thought about it. I think I'll get to it at some point, but I don't know when that'll be. I don't even know what I thought about doing like an album of like do some like chip-tuney versions and some orchestra versions and some rocky versions and just daft stuff, because there's no point doing it as it is.
Those things already sell so well, like when they're made by like a fan.
Yeah.
The idea that like Grant Kirkhope would do it for his own soundtrack has got to be.
Or better yet, Grant, you could even like to make it a more communal event. You can have
get
other
people to do it.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Yeah, I just think I'm a bit scared that because all the remixes are so bloody brilliant, and I might just do something that's completely shit. Oh no, but like it's it's completely possible. Like they're not Grant, it's not bad, but really it's just not good. Everybody else is better than you. So
you wrote it, right?
Well, no, but like you just kind of thinking, oh god, I'm probably doing it to be crap.
Oh shit, Grunty.
I have to say you haven't got a chance. I just got, I've got to say that phrase.
Now my girlfriend just played through this recently,
right?
And she played through this whole game. She's like, just totally, it's in her blood the way it is with Gerard.
Right.
She crushed the whole game in like 2 nights, and then she got to Grunty. She got beat by Grunty, and she won't play she hasn't gone back.
Just emotionally scarred.
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't played this boss fight.
I actually forget this fight. Looking at it right now, I'm like, am I doing the right thing?
I haven't played it in probably since I was a kid, because I suck at video games.
Right.
But This looks pretty, like, much harder than most of the other boss fights in the game.
I must admit, when they put this together, I love this part of the game. Like, I really went to town with the music and.
It sounds very climactic. Like, it's like kind of like everything's been building to this moment.
Yeah, I think you just kind of really went for it and thought, I just got to pull all the stops out and try and make the tune epic, make it a bit longer and, all the bits and pieces.
Yeah.
And like getting just it all to work right. And ironically, there's a guy called Reese Lewis who was not very long, but he did most of the boss fight programming.
Yeah.
He ended up at Retro, now he's back in the UK again. But he did not, I remember spending a lot of time with him trying to get it right and all the. Because it's right at the end, you just end up throwing things in, because you're up against the deadlines, you need to get it finished, and all the ginger bit later on, and just getting the MIDI files, just sticking it in as fast as I could to try and make it better, and none of it being any good. So, I love this boss fight. I thought it was great. I thought it was better than the second game. I thought this was the best one.
I agree wholeheartedly.
Yeah, it's a cool fight. Also, you were talking about Mario 64 earlier.
Yeah.
The Bowser fight at the end of Mario is awesome, right? It's really cool, but they kind of went with it's not really tied into the game world very much, if that makes sense. It's kind of like a psychedelic sort of thoughtscape where you fight Bowser.
But isn't there a similar battle? Doesn't it happen through the game quite a lot of times?
It's a repeat of the same.
Yeah, so it's not that different. So I kind of felt that.
Right. I think this just is a much more fitting. Because it's not like some weird, giant, multicolored Grunty. It's just straight up you're fighting Grunty like a witch on a broom.
Yeah. Well, also, the difference is that this is our first time engaging with Grunty.
Yeah, because there's no boss battles.
There's no boss battles,
Yeah, apart from this one, yeah. So, don't forget good old Chris Seaver did the noises, of course. He was Grunty's voice.
Chris Seavers?
You don't know that?
Oh, no.
Chris Seaver did the witch voices, yeah.
Now that you say it, it's, very obvious.
Yeah, he did a few. Cackle. So I just stuck them in there. So Chris was great at the witch's voice. So he's a witch. High point of his career. Yeah. Just joking, Chris.
As if he's gonna tune in.
It probably took him 5 minutes to make a few witchy noises, and that was it. And I just thought it was so good that we had to use them.
Oh my god. What are you supposed to do? Shoot with eggs?
Yeah.
She's a gap, doesn't she? You have the little gap to kind of get in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can miss easy enough. Oh, you go. I was a bit taxing there, a bit close.
This is going to be great because this is probably the hardest fight in the game.
Yeah, definitely.
And then we'll get to see how it stacks up to the beginning of Tooie.
Yeah, and I love writing the little kind of, credits bit at the end, and then when you win and all that, and she falls down from the tower and all that stuff. It was
God, so good.
It was cool to do.
I love how much darker Banjo-Tooie is in terms of not even just the humor, but bottles out the gate is bye.
He's murdered, right? Yeah, straight up.
Bottles bites the dust, doesn't it? I know, it's a bit sad.
I guess spoilers for Banjo-Tooie.
Well, they're gonna find out in a second anyway.
Also, if you're mad about spoiling, when did that game come out? 2001, 2000?
2000 was it? I forget.
Yeah.
Really. Was this 98? Was it?
This was 98 or 99. Yeah.
I think 98. So probably, I said 2000-ish.
Yeah,
somewhere around there. Yeah,
you messed
right.
up. You. It's on you now if you're mad about the spoilers.
I think Grunty's such a great character. I've always thought she was a great character. I mean, Witch is great.
I love how crass she is.
Yeah.
Or I love how everybody's like, oh yeah, she pooped in my hair and stuff. Just awful stuff. I don't think that's a real one. I don't think she pooped in anyone's hair.
I know, and I remember my son was playing through the quiz. He was kind of going, one of the questions is Greasy Grant's in it. And is that you, Daddy? I was like, unfortunately, son, it is me. I'm not Greasy, but I was Greasy Grant. so that's supposed to be Grunty's boyfriend, wasn't it? Oh, sorry, not boyfriend. Yes, boyfriend, of course. Yes, what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yes. And I know that's one of the questions. He was really happy that I was mentioned in the quiz bit.
Yeah, you're in the world. You're part of the lore.
Yeah. But it took a long time. This boss fight took him probably years to get, because he finished the game out when he was quite young. He could never get the boss fight, so it took him years later to finally finish it off.
It's markedly harder than the rest of the game.
Yeah, it took him ages to do it. He was so proud of himself. He finally finished it. He ran through. He was nearly in tears. He's so happy that he finished the game.
Love the skybox on this level with the lightning.
Nope.
Oh dear. Oh
my god.
Oh dear. That was a close one.
Gerard is the Evel Knievel of guys. I'm always just be safe, and he's just fuck that.
That's very true.
Yeah,
so that'd be a good opportunity, but I'm not even.
Come on, Grunty, you can do it.
Come on.
You got it.
Come on. Could be.
Walked right into it.
Oh dear.
That's okay.
I remember Greg saying he's just so sick of writing in rhyme. He's just I've got to write the whole thing in rhyme for Grunty's speech. And it took him ages to get through it all and to write millions of rhymes, and just got sick and sick and sick of it.
So we were looking at Grunty trivia earlier.
Right.
Ostensibly, the point of this Let's Play show is that I'm supposed to supply the world with trivia about the game as we play through it.
All right.
So you be the judge of how good of a job I do at that. But it was saying that she has sort of anxiety about rhyming in front of her sisters. This is in the wiki, right?
I can't believe people like Trump made that stuff up.
But here's the evidence they give is that in Tui,
right,
she speaks in rhyme up to the point where Minghella and Blabelda appear.
Right. I think it's Minghella.
Minghella.
Yeah.
Oh, that's even worse.
Yeah, it is. Yes. Yeah. That's got slightly, nasty connotations. Shall we say? Yes.
Yeah.
Like all the game has. Yeah. No, I think Greg got to that point when he was trying to find a way out, so he didn't have to rhyme anymore. Because he just thought, I can't bear to do a whole other game with really grunty rhyming all the way through. Right. Just running out of things to say. So I think it was a convenient moment to say, right, I'm just done with that. I'm not doing it anymore.
Maybe the rhyming part of her brain decayed when she became.
That's right. Yeah. Like Gruntilda's second name's Winky Bunyan, right?
Yeah, we were laughing about that earlier.
So I guess we know what that means.
I have no idea what that means.
Winky in the UK, is a slang name for a gentleman's private parts.
Winky Bunyan is
so bunyan is like a wart.
Yeah.
So like it's like Gruntilda penis wart. That's like what I call a Winky Bunyan.
That's that perfect line. The rare like walk right up to the line and get by
no
on
one
like
gets it right. No one ever gets
English
that stuff.
idioms.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Winky. I don't know. It was a name that I guess it's a name you might use when you got kids and you talk about the private parts.
Yeah, like when you're teaching them about how to wipe up.
Yeah, that kind of thing. So Winky Bunyan was like seemed appropriate at the time.
Yeah. And
like also Steve Mayles, his nickname. He was the guy that drew Banjo-Kazooie, and his nickname is Winky Boy.
Yeah, great.
I don't really know why. But, that's yeah.
Probably his winning personality.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yes. And also we had this weird thing where in the banjo barn in the Rare, someone always used to piss on the floor in the toilets. We could never work out who it was. And so that was all rolled up in it as well. Like we couldn't figure out who the person was that used to always piss all over the floor. And we could never. And we used to lay traps and try and find out who it was. And we never ever worked it out. And we kind of blame Steve Mills for it. It wasn't him really.
Question of the day: did you pee on the floor at Rare HQ?
Yes. Somebody own up.
Find
in the banjo barn.
It's never too late.
Yeah.
We will find out.
Yeah. We never knew who it was. We kind of thought. We had one clue about one guy, but we can never prove it.
That's the kind of journalism that we like to bring to you guys
you
here.
aspire to, absolutely.
It's like an episode of Nova.
Yeah, the Phantom Pisser.
Yeah.
So they were nicknamed the DLP, the Dirty Little Pisser.
Yeah, there you go. The
so
DLP.
we never ever worked out who the DLP was. It could have been.
It's a deep throat.
Yeah, we had a suspicion, but never proved it. It went on for a long time, so not to this day do we know who did it.
That's the one.
He's probably hanging out with the gunman from the grassy knoll.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, it sure did. Okay. Is it 3 hits?
It's looking tense.
I think it's 5.
Is it 5?
I can't remember. Oh dear.
Maybe you didn't actually hit her that first time.
I did, because now she's throwing more.
All right.
Oh, you pissed her off?
Yeah.
She's not. Yeah, she's pissed off now.
Come on. Oh. 1, 2.
Oh.
Here you go.
Come on, this is it, the big one.
I'm impressed that you're alive.
I am too.
That's the one. That's the one.
Oh!
Gotcha. 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah, now she's throwing 3.
Right. So why do you keep going back to that? You need to do that. You don't need to.
Yeah, I wanted to do it just to.
He just likes
even
to
myself.
reposition.
All right. Is that the maximum honeycombs you can get? Is that as many as you can get? You can get more than that, I thought.
Yeah, I have max. This is max.
Oh, is it really?
It's the goal. It's the red bonus for completing the game that makes this fight much easier.
Yeah, you'd be long dead.
Yeah.
I mean, if I actually was paying better attention.
If you were like man moding it right now, it'd be different.
That's the one I missed.
But we're talking about dick warts, so
it's okay.
Yeah.
We're almost there. I am running out of feathers, but it looks like they replenish. So
there's some.
Woo. This is the easy part though. The next part's harder out with the ginger.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, it's a lot harder. The next bit, getting behind from behind the big ginger statue, the Ginginator.
That's right.
It's hard getting behind.
Oh my god, I completely forgot that even exists.
Yeah, that's a hard bit. Yeah, because you have to use imitability to do that. You have to do that.
2, 3.
Come on.
Oh, come on. Get up there.
Turn it.
Get in there. That's the money.
That's the
money.
Oh!
Was that a hit?
I think it was.
I don't think you... Can you hit while she's green?
I don't know.
It is a hit.
Yeah, it is a hit. Yeah.
Yay!
Oh, here we go. This is it.
To call to
God.
stop your hits once and for all.
Here we go.
Damn, this is.
God, I forgot about this bit too. I forgot about that
it's
as
a
well.
long
Yeah.
fight,
I
yeah.
thought this was Jinjo straight away. It's not, is it?
Oof.
Oh dear.
There
Here we
is.
come.
Yeah.
I guess that's what it is.
Yeah, there we go.
Here come the lads.
The boys are back in town.
Absolutely. I'm quite impressed so far. I think Gerard, you're doing all right. You know,
Thank you. I'm doing okay.
it's, you know, reasonable attempt. Oh,
There we go.
that's my voice. Jinjo!
Do you have like a special mindset that you like to get into before you do cartoon voices?
I don't know. I've only got like 3. So I've got the Ikobokum and the
man.
Jinjo, and that's probably about it.
And
Oh
the
dear.
and the toilets, right?
Absolutely, of course. Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh,
I need some more trivia. Come on, what's the next trivia?
that's
Yeah.
dude. We
You're out of trivia already.
long ago exhausted. I was talking trivia. My trivia by the end of this was like Gerard is playing the game.
Right.
Oh,
Oh dear. Quick. Oh yes.
there was a theory. What was the theory about the Jinjos that we were talking about? It was like that they're a fusion of bears and birds or something like that.
It was like Ed was talking. Ed Bryan did the Jinjos, and he was talking about this the other week. And it was something. There was some trolls in Dream, and I think he took the heads off them and modified it a little bit because Ray used to always try
What
and
am I
not
supposed
waste
to?
anything.
I forgot what I'm supposed to do here.
Well, that's and Grunty was originally a
the big
giant
one.
in Dream,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that's right. We used to try and here he comes a lot. Yeah, we used to try and reuse stuff all the time to make sure we didn't waste it.
Right.
But I wrote like 103 pieces of Dream, and
That's a really interesting philosophy for something like game design.
yeah. Well, because it takes us a lot of work, right? So you keep
Sure,
thinking,
yeah. Like character development and whatnot.
Oh no.
Oh dear, it's not looking good, is it? Oh, you have to. Oh yeah.
Wow.
Okay. Just in time for that one. You can't block that one. You have to block it, don't you? You can't escape it. Oh dear.
You need some.
Oh dear, it's getting a bit
That's
closer.
it. I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna lose.
Oh no! Oh dearie.
So it's the whole
me.
fight all over again, huh?
That's
Yeah.
it. Yep. That's that.
The worst
All right,
thing
I'm
about
okay, though.
the worst thing
now
about
that I know.
losing in this game is that they look so disappointed in you.
I know. Disgraceful.
Up in the right, they're just like,
Well, I must admit, I'm a bit let down by that. I thought you were going to make it. I was hoping for a better attempt, really.
I'm sorry, Grant.
It's really disgraceful.
so
It's
sorry.
disgraceful.
we might have to. We might have to cut this in half.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I can stay the night if I need to.
Yeah,
obviously.
yeah. We're gonna have a sleepover.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, now that I know, I thought you had to wait for the green to go out, but it looks like I can just take Grunty.
I think you
at
just
any
bop her all
time.
day.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, that's gonna make this fight go much faster then. I thought I had to wait for the witch juice in the back to stop. Whatever
Right.
you want to call it.
Witch
the magic.
juice?
Which is that doesn't sound very nice, does it?
Yeah, you know what I'm talking
I
about.
think I do. Yes. Yeah. Oh dear, it's all
Yeah, this
over
would be
again.
much
It's
easier.
so funny
much
when
quicker.
we were looking because I used the Banjo Wikia
Right,
to like pull my trivia and stuff.
right.
And
we should quiz Grant and see if it's actually true.
Well, they
probably went off of it.
cited you
Oh really?
a couple times, like the Game Grumps like playthrough that you did all those years ago now.
Right.
Like there's like you're the source for a lot of the
Even I can't remember.
yeah, the info on the
I was
on
drunk.
The
What
game.
can I say?
Let me see what I can.
Okay, what I said.
Let me see what I can.
I was going to
wrangle.
say. I mean, I don't know that much trivia.
It's like spread out throughout, but it's like even little things, like just like little like things that you mentioned.
right. People read stuff into stuff that you say. You don't realize it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's like you just think, and stuff you can't even remember.
The curse she uses to kill bottles seems to be similar to Avada Kedavra from the Harry Potter book and
What?
film series.
What is the curse? What does she say?
The only difference between the killing curse and Gruntilda's curse is the fact that the killing curse kills the target immediately after being hit by it, and Grunty's curse didn't seem to fully kill bottles until the morning.
What's it called? The curse in Banjo-Kazooie.
I have
Has it
no
got a name?
I don't think so. I think
I don't
it's
even
just
know.
like
How did we work that one out?
I don't even know why that's a like. This is trivia, right? But like, obviously, it's a wiki, so it's like, who knows?
I don't even remember saying anything like that.
Yeah.
She says a certain phrase, does she?
Well, I have no idea.
Well, do I? I can't remember that. Chris would have said it right, so I can't remember what that could have been. I think she only like laughs and cackles. I don't remember her actually
Just
saying
to,
a
just to
phrase.
give you an idea of the quality of this, though, like here's another one. She is the only boss to take longer than any other boss in Banjo-Kazooie. So
You really clutching the straws.
Yeah,
I think,
to take it with a grain of salt.
Absolutely, yeah.
I got a little bit of trivia for you guys.
Right.
In the Japanese version of the game,
Yeah.
instead of showing her to be rhyming, she talks like an old Japanese woman.
Oh, does she?
Yeah, because I don't think it's possible to translate rhymes.
Yeah, I bet it's not. Yeah, I bet. Yeah.
It's probably real annoying.
Yeah.
And I don't know how much of a thing rhyming is in Japan.
Yeah, I wonder. There must. Yeah, I bet you couldn't do it. Could it be too hard to do it to get the same meaning?
Yeah, I don't know what the vibe is, but her name in Japanese
Right.
is Gruntilda.
Nice. Because like when I got to the kids games, all the people that used to call me Grunty or Grunty because it was like Grant, and they said they were sure that Gruntilda was named after me, and I don't think so.
Just because of grunt?
Yeah, because I got called Grunt at school sometimes, instead of Grant.
Yeah.
And I don't know whether. The thing about Greg Mel's right, you just never know with him because he always did things and never really told you about it, so it's possible.
Yeah.
But I don't think so.
I mean, I got called fuckface at school a lot, but nobody named anything after me.
That's the one.
I know. Yeah, I can't remember. So
Take
there's
that
tons of stuff we did.
Take that damage.
You forget.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Here. I found that fact about her rhyming.
Right.
It says she doesn't rhyme as a condition to enlisting her sister's help, even after she kills them. And then she starts the game rhyming until they start trying to steal King Jingling's life.
Right.
Interesting.
I just think Greg ran out of steam. That's what I think. I think he got sick of rhyming and just thought, I'm just got to dump it. Doesn't he rhyme it? Doesn't she rhyme in Nuts and Bolts? I thought she did.
I think she does.
She does for a little bit, I think.
Yeah,
At least
yeah.
in the opening segment.
Yeah, that's right. I remember that first. I think that's quite funny, that first movie.
The first,
that game.
you know, John's video when he did it on like the beginning of it, you know,
Yeah.
with Banjo being overweight and like getting all the. I love that. I thought it was so funny, and I was
Yeah.
expecting the whole game to be like that.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucked.
Yeah, it wasn't, was it in the end, was it? Yeah. No, I thought that first movie was great. And she cracked some funny jokes about Grab by the Beat who's not selling very well and all that, didn't she? Like,
Yeah.
So I thought it was quite good. But I thought she rhymed in the start of that game, so maybe she stops halfway through.
I thought she did too.
Yeah, I think she does.
Dude, what is going on with the browser here? I'm trying to just get to a new.
Oh, I see.
I want to find. I want to like verify your quotes with you, but I'm trying to find them. And it's
I thought ukulele's rhyming, isn't it? Actually, no, it shouldn't really. But I thought they were rhyming, weren't they? Was something in there rhyming?
Got it.
Oh, here's one.
Right.
According to an interview you did with OC Remix, which I don't know when that happened.
It was a long time ago. That was,
this is your favorite game that you ever worked on.
Well, you know, I do say I think that I think Viva Pinata's probably my favourite, just because I got to write that kind of nice orchestral music.
That game, like, I mean, maybe it's just because you play it like for so long.
Right.
Like that music is like in your blood by the time that game is done.
I know, I really like doing that, but I think you know, with Banjo, it's because it was my first project and everyone still has a real fond memory of it. I mean, it was great fun to do, and I think also the team, everything about this game is just the reflection of the team's humour. Like everyone together.
Yeah.
We all crack jokes. We all call each other silly names. It was all the same. Just
it's
like
that
the humour.
Perfect line of like it's just like totally non-cynical crassness.
Yeah, I think it just was that we joked around in the corridors. Well,
something in the water that year or something.
Yeah, I think we all kind of felt it was us against the world. We tried to make something that could beat Mario.
Right.
I'm not saying we did it, but that was in our minds,
Like you definitely arguably did it. You know what I mean?
I think it's down to personal taste. Right? I think at that point,
according to people other than yourselves, let's say.
No, but I think the games is it's technically good. And,
oh man!
Oh my god! This is it. We're off. This is it.
All right. Is
the tune's changed. I don't remember the tune. Oh, it's because of the invincibility, isn't it?
Yeah.
I thought that was a bit.
Oh,
I'm out.
Oh dear.
Oh man,
I'm in
she is
trouble.
just slamming
Oh,
down.
she is. Come on. Oh dearie me. Oh.
All right. Work it.
Come on. This could be it.
Slide in, slide out. Nice and clean.
Yeah.
Very good stuff.
Come on, show it to me. Bring me the Jinjo.
Come on,
Very strategic.
Here he comes, Ginginator. Oh, this is my voice. Well, the big call. Jinjo.
So, can you confirm or deny the rumor that Mumbo is a deformed and cursed Jinjo?
No, I don't think so. I think he's a ginger behind the mask.
You think he's just a Jinjo?
God, I can't remember what I just said about that. I know he wears a mask, but I can't remember why.
Fair enough.
But
I'm sure that wasn't like forefront of your guys' minds.
No.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lose again.
You have to have your invulnerability for that. You can't dodge that spell, can you?
You've got this, boy.
You've got to
I'm
get
out
this.
of invincibility.
Just stay calm.
Gold shell. You have to get it. Not gold shell. Gold feather.
You got this.
Oh dear. Come on.
Okay, here's another one that you can verify.
Right.
Ah!
No!
No!
Disaster.
It's all right, we got time.
All right.
We got time. Beer Bros the movie, no
Yeah,
problem.
no rush.
Okay, so originally in Mumbo's Mountain,
Right.
you had the song from Termite Mound, and then you had to change it.
Yes, that's true. So like, it was like I did this kind of. It was a. It was like it was like that. It was kind of my kind of baby. There's a movie called Walk with the Baby. It's a tune called Walk with the Baby Elephant. I can't remember. There's a movie in the '60s. It's got like a tune like that. So I was trying to do that because it's supposed to be a jungle, right?
Yeah.
But it changed. So and that was in there. And then Chris Stamper, just close to the end of the game, said, "You know what, Grant? I don't like the first level or the second level music." I was like, "Oh." And I was like, oh, really? So I had to change Treasure Trove Cove and Mumbo's Mountain. And so, but I left the tune inside the Termite Mountain because I thought it fitted it. So I wrote, because like I'd chanced upon that kind of umpire-y, tritone thing later in the game for us. After
kind of like hit on it?
Yeah. And so I retrofitted it back to Mumbo's Mountain. Because I kind of, by the time I got to maybe Double Glute Swamp, I think probably I'd got that kind of wacky style going, you know.
Yeah.
So I changed it back, and then I had that kind of beachy-fied thing for Treasure Trove Cove, and also I had a breakdown bit in the middle. It was a bit like the Beach Boys Wipeout.
Oh my God, you're literally reading this factoid to me.
Yeah. So I had that, and then but then of course I changed it to Treasure Trove Cove sounds a bit like the Banjo-Kazooie main theme, because I kind of run out of ideas, and so I just kind of, you know, use bits of the main theme to make that level sound the way it did.
Right.
So I had to change those two at the last minute. It wasn't that last minute, but it was quite last minute. And I was kind of a bit pissed I had to do it. I was like, well, you know, bloody hell, I've just worked fucking 2 years of the bloody game. I have to change the bloody music.
Yeah.
So I'm glad I did it in the end, because I think Mumbo's Mountain was better for it.
That's great. Yeah. I mean, it's so hard for me to like say anything about the soundtrack to this game just because it's like so iconic at this point. But it's so interesting to just remember, like, yeah, just like at one point it was just like some fucking dudes like, I don't like the sound of this, change it.
Yeah.
But literally this fact, it's so funny what you said, because it's literally, you were like, according to Grant Kirkhope, the music in this world originally had a sort of Beach Boys Wipeout middle section to it.
Yeah, that's right.
And then it says Chris Stamper didn't like it, so we had him change it.
I know, but he waited to the end. I could have done it ages ago. He waited right to the very end for me to change it. The thing about Tim and Chris Stamper was that I love and still love the guys to this day, is that they always had that thing about, they'd say to you, you know, that's really fantastic, but what about this? And there was always something that had to, and you go, oh shit, that's a great idea.
Yeah, you're like, fuck.
Yeah, and
you're
like,
right.
you know, Tim, I worked with Tim probably more closely because he was part of the Banjo team at the start.
Sure.
And he always had that thing, like, he had the idea about, let's put the jigsaw puzzle in it. That was all his idea, and that was in right close to the end as well. And we're like, we can't make that work. And of course, Tim said, it'd be great.
It's
Like
iconic now.
Yeah, and like, you know, it's a great thing. And, you know, and also that thing where who was I talking to about this? When they all talk in that funny gobbledygook language.
Like the
yeah, and like, you know, we all thought, oh god, this is so shit. Everyone's gonna hate it, you know. And I remember I'm working for somebody at the moment, another game, and they were sort of saying, oh, it's so iconic, the banjo way. Everyone talked, what a brilliant idea. And I was thinking, oh god, I just thought everyone was going to hate it. Like, it was a stupid idea. We all thought it sounded shit, but we had no alternative. They couldn't do speech. There's not enough memory space, you know. So we did this our best at the time, and it turns into a thing that, oh, it's such a great idea. It's iconic. We have to use it in our game. And, you know, like, you think, oh my god, it's just one of those things that is bunged in because we had no other choice, you know.
Right, and now it's like inseparable from like this era of video games.
You know, it took me ages to get. I messed around with those samples a billion times. It took me forever to get it right.
Well, you know what it is? It's like you were actually doing a smart move like with the hardware, whereas like Star Fox fully voice acted, but like the samples are like super low and it's like kind of weird and distracting.
Right.
Like, granted, they're coming over the radio, so you kind of like give it a pass, but like audio, like full voice acting on N64, like no way that's gonna like turn out better than like some hilarious noises that sound like farts.
Well, no, it was that thing where, you know, Kazooie was easy because her voice seemed to work well.
Yeah.
But Banjo's voice didn't work well at all. I had to use maybe 3 or 4 samples for him. There's a lot for Kazooie.
Right.
You know, I learned that, you know, I thought about they've got like a random pitch and random. So it's a random pitch when he speaks, and so they'll pick the player sample and pick a value between 0 and whatever it is.
Yeah,
right. So it has like a little cadence.
Yeah,
to it.
But I realised that because I made it quite big at the start, just going and it sounded shit, and I realised that a normal speaking voice isn't got that much of a range.
Right.
You know, when you speak, you don't have that much of a pitch range in your voice.
Right.
So I shortened it, and that made it better, and then the samples would overlap, and it would sound shit because it played the next sample before the last sample finished.
Yeah. So the point is, you weren't just like fucking around and putting some bullshit in there.
And then I realised that obviously, you know, human voice can't make more than one sound at a time. So if the next sample gets triggered, it has to cut the sample before it.
Right.
So it would make it more like a bit more like
it's
speech.
like,
Yeah, a bit like that, you know. And then with this thing where, and it worked on the syllables of the word, so that a sample would get triggered per syllable as opposed to a sample per word.
Righteous.
Because if the word was particularly long, you'd wait a big gap for the next one to play. So I realised that you'd have to do it via syllable. So messed around with it a lot to get it right. Well, as right as we could be.
Damn.
Right.
So
Well, fucking worked. Yeah.
it was a bloody pain in the ass, I have to say.
Good on you.
Yeah, it took a long time and that was another one of Tim's ideas. That it took a long time to get it right. Right, yeah,
Get good at this game right now.
It's so funny that it's like how much of it's all just like, what if we did this? It just seems so cohesive nowadays.
But I really think that's the best way things work, right? You just muck around with it till it sounds reasonable.
Oh yeah. So there's not much. I've been going through the different levels. So I went with Mumbo. Now I'm Treasure Trove. And now I'm in Clankers.
Right.
There's nothing that's attributed to you and on Game Grumps here, but there is there is a piece of trivia here that's like they're saying like they don't know if it's true, but it's speculated, and maybe you could shed some light. This is real. This is a good one. This might you might clear something up for someone here.
All right.
It is believed that Clanker's cavern was once fungus forest, as the room Clanker is in is much more organic, and Clanker looks more like a real shark in the beta footage.
I know tune-wise, I had that tune, the tune that's on the kind of E3 video.
Sure.
Got changed, and I used it in Donkey Kong 64 in the end.
Uh-huh.
I can't remember the fungus forest thing. I don't think it was a forest. I think it was always I think Clanker was more of a real shark, but we turned him into a mechanical thing eventually.
Yeah.
I can't remember why we did that.
I mean, he looks awesome and he fits the environment super well. So
Man,
maybe it was just like,
yeah, I can't remember why it got changed to like a mechanical thing.
Yeah, it says the entrance was believed to be the Click Clock Wood portrait room, and the portrait might have been at the Treasure Trove Code pirate ship or where the Clanker
that sounds like really complicated.
I think that we have some like Fox Mulder types. You know, like really thinking about this.
Oh, and you get people that ask you stuff like all the time, and I just honestly, the person like Greg Mayles would definitely know.
Yeah, it's like the same thing as asking like Captain Kirk, like, so like, what's the difference between like Warp 9? And,
yeah, I know,
yeah,
no, definitely. Well, I think that Greg Mayles remembers all that stuff. He'd definitely know. If you ever did an interview, he'd tell you about it.
I took damage on that, but it gave me the kill.
Here she comes.
That was bizarre.
Take it. You've got this, man.
Yeah,
3 tries, that's not too bad.
Yeah,
that's fair showing.
It's a good attempt, yeah. Oh dear.
Come on, what are you doing? Okay, I can telegraph this a bit better.
Yeah, I think I get that. I think it's a bit.
Just be efficient.
Oh, get the feather. There we go.
Don't get greedy. Be safe.
No, yeah.
You got this.
Oh, Jinjos. That just sound like me, I must admit. Jinjo!
I can't imagine like it's your own voice. You're trying to play this, trying to beat this game, and it's like you like Jinjo.
I know, just because at the time, like no one wanted to do it. I just thought, oh bollocks, I'll do it.
Yeah.
So it's one of the things.
Whoa! What's going on?
Oh,
no!
Oh dear.
Hey, you got it in.
That counted.
You got it in.
Just
I
in
pooped
time.
in the egg.
I pooped in the egg.
Oh, it's a miss. Oh yeah.
What is that sound? It sounds so scary.
But the rising sound.
Yeah.
That was just like I ran out of space, so I had no effects to left to make a rising noise. So I think there's a synth in the game. It's a theremin noise. I just made the pitch range massive and just told it to rise up.
It sounds like the bombs are coming down.
It just literally like you would run out of time.
Time to not mess up.
This is it. Come on.
This is it. What do you got?
Mr. Clean, here we go.
That's it. Oh, just in time. Oh, here it
Perfect.
comes.
Okay. Just be clean. I got plenty of time. I got this.
Yeah.
1, 2, 1, 4.
Here it comes.
It would be easier if the spells just
Oh, there we go. That's it.
didn't go
Oh
for
my
the
God.
Oh
statue.
no!
Oh my goodness.
4 to go.
Hey, well, at least you're not getting hit too much.
Yeah. Oh dear. Oh.
Alright, let's see. What do we got?
Oh. Yeah.
The main theme of the song from Freeze Easy Peak is loosely based on Waltz of the Flower
What?
from the
Bollocks.
Nutcracker.
That's complete bollocks.
Bollocks? There you go.
That's complete bollocks.
There you have it, Wiki.
Yeah. I can't remember what that based that theme on. I can't think of anything we found. I was just trying to write a Christmas tune, I think that was it. That's
It
as far as I
fucking
got.
sounds like one, man.
Well, on that beta album that I released that I had to take down eventually, that had the original 360 peak on it. So that there is a different version of that. It's on YouTube somewhere. So I changed it. I can't remember why I changed it now. Actually, Tim Stamper moaned at me. He said to me that he thought that the tune was too short and the melody wasn't long enough. So I did that one before. I had a longer kind of main melody. But I like the second version that's in the game better. I must admit, I love that tune more. Oh, look, this is it.
Whew.
Here he comes.
Oh man,
That was close.
God, he like actually looks scary and badass.
Ginger. Oh, Grunty's great, isn't she? Come on, son. This is me running out of ideas. It's just chromatic rise.
God, it looks so scary.
Come on.
Sounds like the Death Star is about to just fire.
That's the MIDI file this gets got up in pitch.
Grant, what kind of programs were you using back in the day? Because it was computers, right?
Yeah, I'm using Cubase to write the music.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but in Nintendo, like a proprietary thing to put it into the N64. Mm-hmm. So, like, yeah, but it's just Cubase. And we hooked the computer up the PC. The reason that a lot of the Ray music sounds great is because we put all the samples into the N64, the instrument samples, and then we could link the computer to the N64 and actually play the sounds inside
the
N64.
game.
So we can make sure that you knew they'd sound good.
That's
So
clever.
you pick the sounds that worked. So like that's why a lot of the reason that the music sounded great because.
It's like the same process as the like 3D sprites.
Yeah. So we
Yeah.
could actually use the sounds in the machine, so it worked out better.
It's tight.
Oh, where's Klungo? Where's he come? Where's Mistress? I loved it that this ending was like leaving it open for the next game.
Yeah.
And I just thought it was brilliant.
I love that she just like looks worse every time.
Yeah.
I think that's like so funny that she just like is so dead.
Who does the wahey?
That was Chris Sutherland. He did all banjo.
Good lord.
The thing about this lady there was no tray originally, just a girl with massive boobs. But Nintendo complained, so we just put 2 melons there instead. Like she had gigantic boobs.
Still
I know,
did
yeah,
it.
like
Wahey.
they complained, so we just put the melons there. We thought that was like, and then they never complained about that, so that was great. She just came out of nowhere.
I like how she's human too.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. No, it's so satisfying to get to this part. I think and Tooty's rescue, and I love this last little scene.
Their glasses are so good.
Bit of reggae.
I love that Kazooie and Goggles just fucking hate each other. Or Bottles. Not Goggles.
Unnecessary rivalry.
Yeah, they just fucking hate each
I
other.
know, yeah, definitely. Oh, look, here it is, his ding pot. Ah, the credits. Oh, I love this.
So in this version of the credits, I noticed that they're not listing the people, the actual credits.
Is that right?
In the original, when we beat the game, the credits looped like, I think 2.5 times and showcased everyone who worked on the game.
Right.
But now it's only showing the characters.
All right.
And usually they would say something, but what they would say is the person who worked on it. So it'd be like Grant Kirkhope, production designer.
I didn't know that. That's probably something to do with Microsoft Expect. I don't really know.
Yeah.
But I mean, the people that converted it to run an Xbox was a Scottish company. I forget what they're called now.
Big Butt. That's a great name.
Yeah, I can't remember what they're called. There's one little irk about it, like the theremin that I use is just a synth, right? I mimicked it. But when you pause a game, it breaks it. So like it's got like a vibrato on it all the time.
Yeah.
But like when after you pause the game, come back, it just goes and then somehow they must have messed it up. So on the conversion, that's a bit annoying for me.
That's still in the game.
Yeah, it doesn't work properly. It's fine in the original version, but when they converted it,
right, it's just gotta drive you insane.
Yeah, it just sounds shit. So it's slightly unfortunate.
What a cute little crab.
I thought I didn't know about the name thing.
Yeah, the whole, like, the actual credit sequence when you first beat the game has everyone's credits.
Right.
But I think because so many people worked on the remastering of the game,
conversion,
that it ended up looping. Like, we saw the same credits, I think, 2.5 times.
And also, I bet that there'd be a lot of people wanting to get on the bandwagon. and that didn't actually make the game at all, but wanted
Sure.
to,
there was definitely a lot of special thanks to Microsoft Studios during the entirety of this thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think
the credits went on too long.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like the first time around credits?
When we first beat the game.
Before the Grunty fight.
Right, after the board, after the game board, the credits rolled because you rescued Tootie.
Yeah.
And then it was like the main characters, I believe, not the secondary ones.
Yeah, that's right. On the Viva Pinata CD, like on the back of it, it lists everybody except me. And I wrote all the music in its entirety.
What?
And like I get mentioned in the inside cover, but on the outside it just says all the audio directors and all the all the paraphernalia. And
Why?
I don't get a mention. I don't know. That's the way it was, I'm afraid. So I didn't get mentioned that at all, apart from the inside. If you go into the CD and look at the tracks, it'll say I wrote all of them. But actually on the back when it says lists all the names involved in it, I'm not listed at all.
Oh my gosh.
I'd left by that part, I guess, so I don't know, that's something to do with it. But...
Damn.
Oh, Sir Slushy was hard. I thought they were hard to beat, the Sir Slushy. Yeah,
Dude, they're definitely the most inconvenient character in the game.
They were hard, yeah. I forget all these names as well.
Love this.
It's nice to have that kind of credits tune, that kind of classic descending bass line. It's just, that's so,
like Triumphant March.
Yeah, wrap the game up sort of thing. Yeah.
I cannot wait for ukulele.
I know. I remember when I beat Zelda Link to the Past, it got that great sequence at the end where everyone's waving. And I love those bits are so necessary when you beat a game like that. It's like, and it's so brilliant to sit back and go, you feel really satisfied. And so I love the credit sequences. If they work right. Yeah, it's really brilliant. Yeah, I mean, I think they're great when they get them right. I think sometimes games don't do them these days as much. It's nice to get that. It's nice to take the time to do it and to just, have that silly thing where they're all waving to you. And, I think that's brilliant.
I think the big thing is that it lets the player feel like what they've accomplished is worth it.
Yeah.
There is a cause and effect for this,
Yeah.
A lot of games just end at the credits or end at the end of the sequence and that's it.
Yeah.
But like here it's like we met these characters and they progressed. Something happened. We did something to make them happier or worse in some cases.
Yeah. I can remember that.
Boom Boom Box.
That level was hard, wasn't it? It was a hard
This is my least favorite level in the game.
Yeah.
We were having trouble.
I think we spent the most time episode-wise in this level.
In the engine room, especially. That's hard. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we spent.
We fucked up on the tree though too.
All right.
The tree, the tree, Click Clock Woods, and that
was on us though. For Click Clock Woods, we were just being dummies.
Right.
Well, I was also falling asleep half the time because I was exhausted. But those two levels are the most difficult. I love the design in Click Clock Wood, but I always get confused as to where everything is.
I love the mechanic of Click Clock Wood.
Yeah, the fact that you can revisit the same place and things have changed.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's kind of similar vibe in Donkey Kong 64, if I believe.
Oh, that's got like so much back and round again.
Yeah,
that's got tons of it. Yeah,
that game.
It got criticised for that, didn't it? Like it was too collectible and too.
For the longest time, it was the game that had the world record for most collectibles in one game.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, has it been beaten now? Is it?
I think so. Recently, it has
some Assassin's Creed.
Oh, is it really? Wow.
I mean, surely.
Wow.
But like nowadays, if that happened, people would be like, "It's got replayability."
Yeah.
Back then, they were like, "We want to finish our goddamn games."
There we go. Look. Oh.
That's right. For all the stop and swap. So, Grant, what is the story behind stop and swap? Do you know?
You must know that.
I know like the point of it, but like. I have for instance, in the remastering of this, in the remake or whatever you want to call it, the report.
Yeah.
It's just like to get your Xbox Live avatar. Like,
but they changed that. Like the plan was we were going to link this to DK64 and then link that to Banjo-Tooie.
Yeah.
So you could link all the games would be linked together by stop and swap.
Yeah.
So you'd get something you have to carry over from this game to the next game to the next game. So, and that it'd be a really cool idea. And it was a good idea. It would have worked, but because
incentivize the user to have all the games and play all and complete them.
It seems like it was probably a pain in the ass.
It was just the fact that Nintendo were worried about kids ramming the cartridges into the machines.
While it's on.
Yeah, because you had like 10 to 15 second gap because when you took the cartridge out, the machine retained the data for about 10 seconds in its RAM.
Oh, cool.
So you get the next game in time, you can connect to the data from the last game.
Yeah.
So that was the whole plan, right? But they were worried about people ramming cartridges in to get it in quick.
Yeah.
Breaking the machine and then having to soon get Nintendo to fork out to pay for it because you told us to do it when broken. It's your fault. Therefore, you buy a new console.
Sure.
So there was all that. That's what happened. So we could. That's why we couldn't use it because we were too frightened about kids breaking the cartridge or breaking the machine and the parents come back for the money,
That sounds to me like, what if you guys had come up with like the Sonic 3 and Knuckles kind of idea where you had the cartridge that would kind of be like your stop and swap cart, and then you just change the cartridge on top. That way you guys would be more liable for it, I guess.
Yeah, it worked that way.
Yeah,
I know. Yeah, so it was a shame because it worked. It was a cool idea because we could have done anything that point. We could have linked it to anything. It would have been like a cool thing,
right? Would incentivize everyone to keep their games too.
Yeah, I can't remember. I can't remember what you got the ice keys, but I can't remember what we're going to do with them. When you got the thing, I can't remember what the plan was.
I'm sure it's like well documented. I feel like that's one of the things that's like people always are wondering about.
Yeah.
Such a like urban legend of people like trying to make it work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean that bottles challenge thing at the end of the game we're going to do where to go through the game again and collect more stuff. Like run round. But we did it in Grab by the Ghoulies where at the end of the game, we had to run back to the game to collect stuff. Yeah. And that was going to be in this, but they took it out at the end. Or did we? I don't know if we get round to it, but there's something like that. But it all looks like it's. I don't remember.
This is all the stop and swap stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, we actually.
So what's it telling you to do here? What's it telling you to do? It's just saying.
It's telling you to.
It's kind of just like giving you clues.
Yeah. Right. Because these places are inaccessible when you beat the game. If you haven't beaten the game, when you beat the game, you can then go back.
Right.
But only if you've actually completed the game.
Yeah.
But you already got all this stuff.
Yeah, actually, in our playthrough we did for this, my playthrough when I reviewed the game, that game save was still on here.
Yeah.
All right.
So all the stop and swap stuff was missing. And I was like, oh, I already have it. It retains across all the profiles.
Right.
So,
all right. I see.
Yeah. There was something that, as a kid though. Oh my gosh, I was that guy who had my Game Shark and my Banjo-Kazooie on top of it.
Right.
And I had like maybe 30 or 40 different codes that would digitally remove the ice wall from the key.
Oh, really?
So I could get the key. And I was so excited I got the key, but I never knew what it did. Well, it didn't do anything for the game.
I don't think I got that far.
Yeah.
Yeah. How bizarre. I'd love to know what this has sold on since it's been reissued again. I wonder how many they've sold. I'd love to know.
I'd love to see too. I mean, because
now that it's in the replay, it's like probably a lot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it has to be way up there now.
Yeah. I wonder what the figures are.
The one thing I don't like about the Rare Replay for Xbox One is you buy the game, but then you have to re-download everything on your console.
Oh, really?
It's because you're kind of like buying like the home software that has all the like real old stuff on it.
I don't know that. Right.
Yeah. So like for Banjo-Kazooie, when you buy it or when you have the disc, you put it in there. The 360 screen loads, and then it downloads the game from the Xbox Live Store to the console.
Shit.
It's like an authorization.
Which I think it's
which is fine.
It's
but
not on the
it's
disc,
If I had to guess, it's because it takes up space. Like if you don't want to play like Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie, Viva Pinata 2, and Jet Force Gemini, and everything all at once, like a cameo and all that stuff. Like maybe it's just like so you can have like one. Sure. Yeah.
I mean, you got to think the space this game takes up must be tiny. Like it's,
oh yeah.
I can't remember. I think it was. What cartridge was it? 8 meg?
Yeah, I think so.
That's 8 megabit, not a megabyte.
Yeah.
So it's tiny, like the amount of space it takes up.
That always blows my mind.
The music was 1 megabyte. Jeez. 1 megabit, I think.
Yeah.
It was music and sound effects had to fit into one.
That's insane.
Incredible.
Yeah, the whole thing.
Insane to me.
No, you just can't believe it, can you?
My favorite thing about this too is that even in the Xbox port, you still have the in the main menu.
Oh yeah, they changed out the logo for Microsoft on the xylophone, but he's still playing
the Game Boy.
All right.
They didn't change it.
Oh, cool.
It's still the
I
Game
guess
Boy.
they couldn't, could they?
I guess not. I mean, what else? Microsoft doesn't have
a handheld device.
He could have a Zune.
Yeah, maybe he's listening.
He could be the only one.
Yeah, the only one with the Zune.
Maybe he's checking out his music library right there.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I think we're gonna do one more.
Yeah, we're gonna come back.
This was very long. We'll be back in a few minutes, or I guess next time.
Yeah.
With us playing Tui and Grant Cricket will be here. We'll ask him more questions and have more fun.
Yeah, remember, question of the day, if you were the mystery pisser,
Yeah.
find us on Twitter, let us know.
I need to know who the Mr. Pisser was. It's been, the DLP. Now's the time to confess.
It's been long enough.
It's been a long time. It's been probably like 20 years. Well, not that long, but 16 years.
Investigative journalism at its best.
Yeah.
Let us know.
So the DLP needs to own up once and for all.
Let's crowdsource that shit.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
I hope you bought some incontinent pants this time.
Yeah. All right, guys. It makes it sound like such a bigger problem when you call them incontinent pants. All right, guys. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.